So behind us, this is an old logging road. And now it's grown up with alders and other shrubbery. And we have to clear all this out of the way and make this basically a driveway.
Yep.
We're gonna live in there.
Yep.
You did the first one. You're so cute.
Oh, we crushed it! That was good. First try.
So I think what we're gonna do today, we're gonna spend 12 hours today clearing the road, Nicole and I. Take out all the alders and give it a haircut and trim it back and see how much road we're dealing with, and then visualize and measure and see if we have the right measurements we need for the yurt and upcoming garden and fruit tree orchard, and see if aesthetically it's still pleasing to the eye and to the spirit to base up our life on this road and use this road as a lifeline that then we can live at as we slowly spiral out and extend our life to the other parts of the acreage here. Hey, so what are you doing?
I am collecting the moss.
That's so cool, you're trying to save the moss.
You made a lot of progress. You were working until like 8 o'clock.
But now at least there's enough clear where we can measure.
Yeah.
on, get one more. Good morning.
Morning.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, I think 3 feet is perfect. I don't think we should go any lower.
Okay, it's on camera. This is speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm saying it. It's perfect. I think it's great.
be like right here.
So I need to back mine up?
Yeah. You need to back that thing up.
Back that ass up.
Okay, so I say we take the board off, and then we have to bring our blocks closer together.
Okay. So bring this in more?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Right there?
I think so. Nice.
Okay.
9/11 3/4 divided by 2. Go.
Right there. Here we go, moment of truth. She's perfect. One down, a lot more to go.
Yep. Just 32 more to go. Oh God. Is it level?
It's perfectly level.
Nice job.
Nice. Woohoo! Ooh!
So row 3, 2 12-footers. 4 beams at 106 inches and 2 beams at 144 inches. Yes. Good job. All right, it's noon. We got a break for lunch, but we got all the beams cut. So all of these beams you see are going to be the supports, the solid foundation that are going to hold Nicole and I up. And this is what it's going to look like. We're going to eventually cut these stilts right here, these vertical stilts, and these beams will sit on top of the stilts. So we cut the beams first because now we can space apart the pure block, which are these concrete footers, the concrete guys. We can space them apart perfectly as per they should be for a 30-foot diameter yurt. You guys can go to pacificyurts.com and go to the sample platform plan for a 30-footer and pretty much follow exactly what I'm doing online if you want to see what I'm doing.
up a hair right there.
Perfect.
Okay, it's perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Now we have to make sure that you take a chunk of this out.
Okay.
It's a little right there.
Nice. Making some good progress today on the platform for the yurt. We're almost done with all the stilts. That's the hardest part because all these stilts had to be level. So we can either corral a bunch of horses here now or we can put plywood on top of these guys once we have the blocking wood, this wood in place, and then put our yurt on top of there. Did it. Bugs? We're here trying to do work.
It is hailing right now!
It's hailing on us. Look, it's bouncing off the beams.
Oh my god!
Can the camera even pick it up? Look. You want my hat? Look, it's bouncing off your head.
Insane! Oh my god! Ow, it like got me in the eye. Woo!
Thanks for the warning. Oh my gosh. This is your weapon today.
Thank you, the leveler girl. We have our eye protection on because the bugs are just out of this world crazy.
Relentless.
Yeah, they like want to get into your eyeball.
And they're getting my forehead, like my whole forehead has bites right where my hat stops.
Yeah, so we need to get this yurt up ASAP. Do this.
Plus then this can happen and nobody can happen. Nobody gets hurt.
Let's go. This is how many you got of these?
First,
Don't you need a board?
tell me when these two, no, not yet. Tell me when these two are level.
Right there?
Okay, now this one.
I need you to pull it back. Right there.
Okay. Good. You're looking very cute today.
Thank you.
You look like the actual spiritual gangster.
Thanks.
Wow.
Where are your nails at? Thanks.
Welcome. Can you see the gnats? They're like vampires. The apocalypse is now. Hashtag zombies. I discovered that you have a crazy skill that I never knew about. She's like the fastest nail pounder I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at how much she wants to win this competition. She already has all the nails in her mouth. Like freaking Hawkeye from the Avengers. In the comments, Team Jake or Team Nicole. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I get to put mine where yours is?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, ready, go. ahead of me. Don't hit your finger. God, every time she's one nail ahead of me. It's got to be the mouth technique. God, now I'm like,
come on, Jake.
under the pressure.
We're running out of time.
Did she just floss?
No.
We just realized that if we duck underneath the new floor, the bugs, the gnats can't find us. But they really think that the camera lens is an eyeball right now. Hey, I just want to tell you guys, I'm not vegan anymore because I've sucked down close to 50 of these gnats down my throat. All right, I think a very productive day. I was very impressed getting the first stage of the plywood on top, sliding the tongue and groove in together, which is like a male part and a female part, and they just slide together. And it made it really strong. And we got the plywood braced in between the beams, the really solid 4-inch by 6-inch beams. And we're gonna continue full day of work finishing all the plywood tomorrow before the rain hits hardcore this weekend. Look, my camera's even fucking up. Watch this.
Pulling it back.
Okay. How about that?
Yeah. Up more? No, push in or something.
Push in or something.
There you go.
Going in?
Not this side though. Maybe bring it down more. Down more now. Push in. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's on.
How's that?
It's in.
Here they go. Got it.
Dropping it, then we're gonna walk it. Pretty good.
Let's see, plug it in. Oh, that was a fail.
Did I get it though? No.
Oh, I didn't catch
You
him on
didn't catch it
camera.
on camera? You're fired.
Sorry. fire in the rain.
Good job.
Teamwork.
Going strong. So just kidding on the sunny weather all day today. It's raining.
It's even worse because it's just like really sunny and then raining and then sunny and then raining.
Yeah.
So like we can't have our cameras and tools, and tools and wood out in the rain. So we keep having to like hide and cover everything up, bring it all back out. So it just makes it very tedious.
Yeah.
our tree. Not our tree, but Randy's tree.
He's looking
The
right
Peterson's tree. Oh, there he goes.
now. Oh, cool.
How's that?
That was really cool. Owls are awesome, man.
You know what owls mean?
Good change is coming.
A change is coming.
Hmm.
And what did we just do today?
We just finished the platform.
And so now the change is coming. It's yurt time. Many folks don't realize that we brought the yurt with us, and we've had it this past month covered in tarps. So underneath here is insulation for the yurt and the lattice wall. So Nicola's up here christening the platform right now with some morning yoga sesh. How's the platform?
Great. Sturdy.
Feel strong?
Yes.
Cool. Do it. Oh yeah, how are we gonna get it over there?
Are you being serious?
It's like 800 pounds.
It's so heavy.
Why don't I lift up one side onto the wheelbarrow?
That's what I was thinking.
You wheelbarrow backwards, and I'll walk forwards on the other side.
This way?
And then it goes on there, and then I'm carrying it like, I'll be resting on the belt, and I'll be like this, coming forward like that. Okay, you're gonna scoop it under. Get ready to flex. Freeze.
Push it. Push it. Can you push the whole beam? Come back and forth.
More.
You want me to push?
And tuck it in right here. Okay, stop right there. Again. Again. Okay. Just get it onto the plywood so it's more of an angle.
Woohoo! First piece on. Good job.
The heaviest piece on. Down. There. platform
Platform.
is virginal and ready.
That's weird.
Ready to receive the yurt.
Yes.
Where's the front door gonna go?
The front door is gonna go over here.
Because we can turn it any way you want.
Yeah.
So why do you want it over there? What's the thought?
Because as we have said before, we are on an old logging road, and so the logging road continues out this way into our property, and it actually exits out onto the main road. So we'd use that as a driveway. So we're gonna keep clearing all of the alders and the salmonberries this way, and it just would be perfect. And I mean, you can even see the mountains. I mean, you guys can't really see.
Yeah, they can. Look at what Nicole's talking about. It looks like,
Because you can see the mountains up here. We're gonna clear a lot of that, so then we'll really be able to see. And like the sunset, like when the sun is setting over here, the reflection of the sunset over here, like the purples and the pinks and the blues, you can see.
son of a bitch.
You swallow a bug?
Right to the flange to the back of my throat.
Oh.
What were you
Anyway,
saying?
while he recovers, we're gonna put the door over
God.
here because this continues through, and we're gonna line the property or line the road with fruit trees and cherry trees so they blossom during the spring. It'll be really pretty. So we're putting it over here.
I mean, this looks like the 18th tee box at Augusta National, where you gotta hit the tee shot right between that tight little tree-lined fairway, and it looks great. I mean, this is like calling to our front door.
Yeah.
So, but seriously, like, do you want it to be pointing that way or pointing the direction of the chute?
Well, once we stand there, then we'll see what is the exact middle of the road from where we're standing. We can't determine it from right here. We have to go over there.
Do it. I'm gonna cut it right now.
All right.
Tell us all
Right
what you
here.
decided. Are you sure?
I mean, do I look center from your point of view, like from this side to this side, because the road is directly in the middle? Do I look center?
No.
No?
To be honest, like, 2 steps more, right there,
Right here?
and on this way. This looks center, like right. Hold your hands right there. That looks center, like right there.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest. So I'm gonna stand where you're standing, and then you stand back and look. Go.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Cause don't orient it to all the bush, cause the bush is gonna be gone.
I know. That's why I'm trying to think of like this tree and this tree. And then you see the road down below.
Yeah. So this is the front door.
So the door should open right here.
The center of the door should be in the middle of my crotch. That's the center.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so according to the Pacific Yurts manual, the door for French doors, which we have,
27.
needs to be 55 and 5/8 inches. So we're gonna make the center approximately 27 and 3/4. This
door.
space here has to be 55 and 5/8 all the way
Yeah,
across.
yeah. Double check. Boom, right on it.
You're right on that right there?
Yep. How big it is? Can we open it now? Can we? Can we? Need my knife?
I got it.
We good to open it over here?
Good. Okay. Thank you. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Don't cut the wood.
I know. This is such a big moment. I'm so excited! This is seriously, like, empowering. Like, we worked so hard on this stupid platform. And now we can actually, like, get the yurt out. We've been staring at this for so long. I don't know how to describe the feeling I'm feeling right now. This is really awesome.
People are asking us why a yurt, and I mean, it's like a human right. It's very empowering to build your own
Yes.
shelter.
I have never built anything this grandiose before. Holy moly.
And you're
This
also,
is really like, I feel like I have superpowers.
you don't get the same feeling if you overextend yourself on a mortgage where a bank owns you for 30 years
Yeah.
on a house you don't need that somebody convinced you to get in the city. This is like you and me owning our life. We're building our own shelter. This should be like a human right.
Yeah, this is really awesome, guys.
Are we into your knife technique here? What?
I know, you better watch out. I'm really excited I got a knife. Uh-oh. This is a really good wrapping job, by the way. They really did a good job.
Pacific Yurts did everything to the nines. You got low, I got high.
Oh, it's so beautiful! I'm really so excited! Oh my god!
Here, pull this over.
It's like Christmas! Christmas in April!
Just an early birthday present for you.
Oh, it smells so good!
Wait, what was that?
It smells so good.
Yeah.
The wood. Oh my god.
That was the most epic "that's what she said" of all time. It smells so good. Pause. The wood. Don't cut the string.
Don't cut the string. Okay.
Not yet.
Oh.
Let's just untie it in case we need it.
Wow, you guys, this looks so good. Wow.
We survived the parents' test. This has been our baby and our egg, and we've kept this nice for the past 8 months and through some crazy conditions.
Yeah.
It's not rotted, it's not broken. I mean, it's great.
The outside is the side with the holes in the middle of the rivets, while the inside has no holes in the rivets.
What she doesn't realize is that now I've brought her all the way out into the wilderness alone and put her in a cage. Now I've got her, my prisoner. What do you think about the size of the space?
I think it's perfect. It's big. It's just what we need, honestly, for 2 people.
I brought you all the way out here into the wilderness and have put you in a cage.
French door time.
Okay. Got it?
Yep. Wait, slipping. This is wet. Better. Yeah, go.
You're like the cutest inchworm I ever saw. My little inchworm. You just hold it from flopping over. Freeze. The only other heavy part is the top cover. But that's just heavy because it's malleable and flexible.
Okay, I'm not holding it.
I got it. Have a moment of truth.
You break it.
8-9 months and
Oh, it's so pretty!
did it break?
No! Oh my god, it looks gorgeous! And it even has a bug cover.
Perfect.
I love it.
Screen.
Yes.
Hey,
wow.
kudos to Pacific Yurts for their amazing packing job.
Seriously, amazing packing job. Like, overall, Pacific Yurts, man. 5 stars.
Like, if it wouldn't have been packed like this, we wouldn't have gotten it here without breaking it.
Seriously. Very nice. Very nice. 5 stars. Actually, 10 stars.
10 stars.
Is there more stars I can give them?
Super host.
A super host.
Amazon Prime.
No, premium.
Uber X. 2 thumbs up. 100% tomato rating. Come on,
Wait, we had to get the hardware, the keys at the bottom of it before setting it up.
I'm just doing the Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead. That right there is Taurus versus Sagittarius. Do you think it's guys are brutes and girls are all methodical?
Look at this! This is so nice, babe. This is so nice.
You like the screen?
It's so nice. Like, look at this. This is a really freaking nice.
Now we can have the door open all the time and no bugs.
We have keys to our house. We haven't had keys to like.
Oh shit! It's broken.
Oh, we have a home. We have keys to a home that's actually ours, not just like an Airbnb or.
For the first time in a year and a half.
A year and a half.
You're all teary-eyed.
Wow.
This is really important. We're gonna save this in a nice location.
On the ends of the lattice will have a metallic plate installed, which will attach to the bolts on the door frame. Yay! We have a door! Hello, door. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had French doors before. Babe. Wow. This is really nice. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Alright, see you later.
Everybody out there interested in putting up their own yurt, when you get to the door threshold part, you want to make sure this little notch right here, that notch right there, that, oh yeah, my finger's bleeding by the way, is outside the drip line. So that, and then we screwed those threshold screws in you just sent me to. The notch outside the drip line. Right?
Right.
Ooh, you're framed here.
You got a bug. Bug's already trying to get in.
It's like I'm
Bugs
spying.
are already trying to get in. I said that really weird.
It's like I'm spying on you through a keyhole.
Oh.
Okay, let's anchor this thing to the drip edge.
Mm-hmm.
By this thing, I mean the lattice wall, and then go to lunch.
Perfect. Sounds good.
The sound effects total whiff. I win. Again. Oh, I got you again. did. I thought I had it. That was kind of satisfying. The whole top could be any measurement, but it has to be the same. That's 85 and a half. It's 85 and a half. I mean, we're within a 1/4 inch. How do you think that looks?
I think it's perfect. It sits like flush perfectly up against the drip line, which is
Kudos to us
yeah.
for a perfectly sized platform.
Yeah.
And the door is like 83 and a half. So it's the same height. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Let's check every few feet. I've never been so proud of the lighting and shadows that this lattice is creating. I love it. These are the brackets that are gonna go from the lattice wall to the external part of the platform, rib edge, and the frame. It is pretty.
Wow.
It is in perfect, pristine condition.
Yeah.
the manual is saying this
Not
gap
that
is
one.
open, this gap is open, and it lays in there with the first one. So there's a slot in that piece, and then this goes
In there, yeah.
Yep. 16, 17, 18, 20, 23, 24. This is really crazy because, like, if we get the pressure wrong, then when it's up there, beams can just drop. So we have to work together as a team. First rafter is going in there with that dot, and then we marked the next one, just going right there with that dot. Oh, yeah, right there. There with that dot, yeah, like that. Up. Okay, lift it up. You don't have to get the angle right. Right in the middle. Stage one. Okay. It's gonna go up there, so I need to get the other ladder. Like, I'm gonna lift it up, pull this ladder away, and then you pull this ladder out of here. And let's put this ladder where this ladder is. I'm already on it, so. Just you have to
Not
watch
too
your
far,
head,
right?
because I don't want it to fall on your head. Like they even say in the manual to wear a safety helmet,
Okay.
just in
Well,
case.
focus.
Oh God, hold it. This is much easier. Hey,
Yeah.
kudos to India for teaching me the head technique. Yeah, hold the ladder. Just don't get hit.
Okay, just go nice and slow.
Because I just hope these stay in place.
Oh, babe. Is this smart?
Yeah, I feel pretty good right now.
Okay.
It's just American Ninja Warrior Yurt course. Is this board still in the notch?
Yes. You want the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a relay.
See the mark?
Just watch your head. There. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Woo!
Yeah?
It's still nerve-wracking. Like, it's not secure. Like, I would not move it.
Are you okay? What's the problem?
That was so nerve-wracking. If you have 3 people, I would definitely highly recommend having 3 people.
Or scaffolding, I mean.
Or scaffolding, yeah.
That's not by the book. The manual says use hard hats and extreme caution, but that is going to be
Yeah.
Blackfish Hollow style.
Alright. Alright, we gotta go get some more beams.
I mean, to be honest, it looks like the UFOs are going to come visit us through that hole. Okay. What's really amazing is that all the mosquitoes and the bugs are clustered in like a colony above the ring, like they're worshiping the circle. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Is it in all the way?
Yeah, so it's in. The pin is in now. Here, hold it there. I'm gonna come up. That was easier. Okay. And then I just lift a little bit. I was really afraid I was going to break the lattice wood, so I'm holding the tension cable, and I was for tackiness. And then I just kind of pull it back, push the tension cable out, pull the board back. Don't pinch your finger, and it drops into the slot. So we're going to do this 7,587 more times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's the next morning, and all the work Nicole and I did, the dark looks fantastic, but the fact that the light has come out, we've seen some mistakes we made. So one mistake that I don't want you guys to make if you're doing this yurt for the first time is look at these rafters. Looks pretty good, right? The tension cable is sitting right in the notch right there, but look, these rafters are upside down. Yep, sure enough, we checked the manual. The reason we know this is because this morning we went to the next step and we're supposed to put a screw in there to trap the tension cable in that notch, and the screw's on the wrong side. So we've been remedying our mistake. Let me show you a correct one. Also made a mistake because I built a lot of garden arbors, and I always build the garden arbor with the nose on the top, and that's not correct in this case. So look at this one over here. This is correct. See how the long part is down. It almost looks like a shark that's upside down. And you can see how now we have the screw hole in there. So now we have a screw going through the notch, trapping the tension cable in that slot. So I'll show you how I'm spending my morning today. Reversing like 50 of these guys. What I'm finding is gloves help a lot, and I don't want to break the lattice wall. Like, I really don't want to break the wood, so I'm holding on to the tension cable, and I'm pulling with my left hand, and that gets the board out of there, but I'm keeping pressure going into the ring because I don't want the pin to drop out of the ring. I'm putting it in the correct position, and then it slides much better in there. And then Nicole is walking around putting in these screws. All right, screws.
Yes.
What are you finding?
I I'm just putting it through the hole, and you just have to make sure that you don't put it in all the way, like all the way through, so it cracks the board. Just like that.
Nice. Okay, everything's sitting perfect. All the roof beams are screwed in and attached to the tension cable. Look at that gap right there above the door. We left that gap there on purpose because now we have these boards that are notched differently than the other ones, and these sit on top of the door frame. So let's go put them in. Can you notch it on the cable? Okay, can you hold that tension? Can you hold it there? Push it into the ring. What we're finding is that we're able to push or pull the door frame a good inch or two, and that's playing with the level and the door frame being plumb. So we got Nicole on the reader, and I'm adjusting forward and back, and she's telling me when it's level. How about there?
It's level.
Okay.
102?
Yeah, the fabric window begins at 102 inches from the door frame.
Okay. I'm gonna go around this way.
I gotta drill in these screws, as many contact points as possible, and then cut just the window frame opening away.
Yep. Ah!
Jesus.
I got you.
I thought I did get you already.
All right. First one down.
You have a
Hello,
window.
world. It is I. Hello.
Nice job.
One more done. Or one more to go. Look, it just rolled up.
Nice. Thank you. Windows.
Windows. 2 windows. 2 down, 2 to go.
Okay. We're gonna put this through the dome, through the hole,
Yep.
and then let it just fall down.
And just. You think that ladder's tall enough?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
And let it sit right there. Good, perfect. Great job. You get some pumped up. What is it? Good?
Good.
Let's open this bad boy. Rip yourself in the eye?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck.
Right in the eyeball?
Yeah.
It looks like nothing. It looks like a piece of just rubber, but it's very heavy.
It's very thick and
Dense.
very dense.
And it's flexible, so it kind of moves and melts in your arms, you know?
So if we have this part on the small ladder resting like we did yesterday with the insulation. So that's resting, and then you take this part and just flop it over. What are you doing?
I'm just kind of fixing the insulation, the roof insulation, and the liner here to the beam. I'm just staple gunning it to the beam so that doesn't shift around on us. Before we put the top cover on.
This definitely looks safe, what you're standing on.
I know, I'm sorry to everybody out there who's a safety person, but this is how it's gonna be, all right? I don't think this is gonna happen. I cannot safely get up on top of this ladder. Epic fail. Okay, it wasn't an epic fail. The successful part is me carrying the top cover on my head. Again, this is not by the book, this is just what I'm doing. I don't feel comfortable getting up on the ladder past the second to last step with that heavy of an object on my head. And I don't think the camera is doing justice to how heavy the top cover is. It's very heavy. So Nicole and I are making a makeshift scaffolding. We took all the pallets we have, we took like 8 of them, and we're doing an 8 pallet high base, put the ladder on top of there so it's nice and rooted, and I don't have to go so high up on the ladder. So I can put the top cover on my head, walk it up the ladder to a comfortable step, throw it over the top, and get done safely.
Got it?
Okay, good. Not yet. Okay.
Put your heart into this.
pushing?
No, no, stop.
Okay, stopping.
Okay, can we slowly inch it toward us? So one, on 3, we're gonna push up.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, up. The 2x6 is the big plank right there. I got it a foot farther. That camera's for sure recording, right? Is it getting the roof in a good angle or no? Okay, stop right there. Good job. Hey! Hey! Woohoo! Woo! There you go, beast woman. There you go.
Ah! Oh my god. Woo!
I'm gonna go up there and roll to you. Nice job. One more foot. All right, guys, we got the top cover in place, which was challenging and heavy.
It was so hard. Did it get framed?
No, because there's a door opening here that we didn't know was cut for the door opening, even though it does say it in the manual. We didn't know how to find it when we unraveled it, and it's just so heavy I couldn't be concerned with the door opening. So we were about 6 feet off. This cut, I don't know if you guys can see it, needed to come in front of the door opening. So we're going back to my old wrestling days. We used to move wrestling mats with air underneath the mat, so we're gonna do the same thing and just Nicole and I together are popping. And then we can just kind of spin it into place, little by little.
Securing the top cover?
Yes, with the twist lock shanks.
It's hard to see through the screen door.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Top cover has a cutout that's perfectly sized for the French doors, and there's grommets in here, and it allows me to put these little twist shank hardware pieces in these grommets and fasten it to the door. So we have a nice, tight, and might I say classy looking seal.
Can we cut this bad boy open?
For sure. Don't cut the insulation. No! There's 7 pieces of insulation, 7 separate pieces, and they all correspond to a certain area of the yurt. So we start next to the door, with section 1, then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and piece it all together.
Bada boom.
Okay, Nicole has the side cover. Very exciting step here.
Yes.
And those plastic guys are going to clip onto the top cover. We chose forest green.
Yes, because we're in the forest.
I'm going to come in here and hold this in position. Okay, while Nicole holds that, I'm on the inside tightening these wing nuts, which is building the pressure and holding that door sticker in place. So we can get some good tension with this wall liner as we stretch it around the perimeter of the yurt. Check out how this place is changing. It's becoming like a real home. Today, we feel more fresh. Nicole and I have worked too hard the last 2 days and we were burned out at the end of the day yesterday. So we put up the side wall cover, forest green, and we have to pull it tight today. We've had some really favorable weather for 5 days in a row, lots of sun and pretty much no wind and no rain. So we're really fortunate. Gonna get the side cover going nice and tight. Let's go. Okay, got it tight all the way around, and this end is just a piece of fabric just hanging out here. And once we screw it into the drip edge, which is the outer perimeter of the platform, you guys saw Nicole and I build. Once we bolt it in, it'll pull this much tighter and better. And there's grommets around the entire bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it in this shot, but the entire bottom of the liner has these grommets so we can bolt right into it. Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
There she is right there. So unscrew this guy and...
It already is, but this doesn't pull out. You just slide it in there, right?
No, it pulls out. There's another door sticker in here that slides out. Bye.
Bye.
The way the manual says to do it is to take the side cover right here and wrap it around this door sticker and then slide it in, and there's a gap in the French door frame with wing nuts on that side, and the wing nuts just tighten it in place. And so I'm going to pull this as tight as I possibly can, then start working the grommets. No, that's actually gonna be good. Okay, I got this one and do the third one.
Okay, third one's in.
Tight?
Tight.
Okay. Okay, go for the top guy. I think that's as tight as I can get it, and now we have to just screw the grommets in, all right?
Yeah.
All right, inside the yurt, what are we doing now?
So the insulation, the window that they already pre-cut out needs to match this window, which is way over here. So we have to move this over. So when we put the insulation on, they told us to leave about 10 inches of overlap. So if this happens, we can just move it over easily. So that's
This is kind of confusing for folks watching. What's actually happening here? We have an opening cut out of the insulation. The white part's the insulation.
Yeah, this is the insulation, and this is a window that they've pre-made into the outside side cover. They sewn into it a pre-cut fabric window.
Hey, side note. Whose sweater is that?
It's my boyfriend's sweater.
Oh my God, he must be a really generous man. You look good in it.
Oh, that's as far as it goes.
Oh! Our house!
You lose yourself when the wind flows through your hair. You taste freedom as you fill your lungs with air. The time has stopped, your mind has set.
Now I got it. Airflow. Hold that for me. Pull it up. Hold on, we don't want to dump it, so hold it really secure. 'Cause I don't know what it's gonna do.
You have to go into it at the perfect angle.
Okay. Nah, that's not enough lip to block us. Hey, We have light. Thanks to our amazing YouTube fans.
Yes.
What's that? There we go. Wait, my finger.
It's really good.
Doesn't look like it's too far in or too far out, or...
No, it looks perfect distance from the side, and then this part too.
Let's screw it in.
Okay.
Looks like a Canadian goose. See the Canadian goose. Wow. Talent, babe. Talent. Check it. Fresh air. Privacy. Shelving space. Dinner time. Down and take them out. Okay, you and I have been waiting for a long time to put the dome on the top of the yurt.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The dome is like the last official piece.
It's like the candles on top of the birthday cake.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a birthday cake.
It's like the finishing topper. It's gonna tie it all together.
So my question to everybody out there watching is, without looking at the manual, how would you take the clear dome and safely get it to the top of the yurt? I'm interested in anybody's opinion of what we should do down below in the comments. Okay, here's what Pacific Yurt says to do. Dome skylight. Lay a blanket or cardboard on the top cover on the roof to protect the dome when sliding it into position. Working from scaffolding or a stepladder in the center of the yurt, toss a strong cord or a rope to a helper who is outside the perimeter of the yurt and have them tie it to the 2 eye bolts inside of the dome, and have the person at the perimeter set the dome on the blanket or cardboard so you can pull the dome up the roof of the yurt to the center ring, then remove the cord. What should we do?
We should do that.
Okay, let's do
That's what they said.
All right. Then that's how it should be done.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep. I just don't want the rope to get all tangled.
Good.
Just hurry. It's heavy.
Let me know when it's taut.
Okay, it's taut.
Okay, so can you push it up past the threshold of the corner?
Yeah, okay. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, perfect.
There it goes.
Okay, I got it now. I got it.
I don't have it anymore.
I got it.
Is it pretty light?
Well, I'm actually nervous if the rope is gonna take the weight.
It looks like you're close. You're officially closed in.
We are closed in like a submarine. Cut it or untie it?
Cut it.
This one is tough because the configuration is interesting. It pulls up and down like this. This spring is up and down. But then the spring here is so tight, I can't get it down. These ones are easy because these ones just have a, it's like a guitar. And this is the bracket I'm gonna put on next here for the dome opener. But this one directly across from the dome opener, I just can't get it on there. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I did a screwdriver to get it down on the eye bolt, and now I'm gonna try to just snap it on there. I got it with a few taps of the hammer. Yes. Okay, it's so clear that it doesn't even look like there's a dome on top here. It's like a Tesla Model X with that IMAX style of view. And when I twist this guy, check it out. This is the coolest thing ever. We're gonna have a big long stick that Pacific Yurts provided us so that from the ground we can just insert the stick into this little slot here and open it, get some hot air to go out there and fresh air to come in, then close it up. And swanky, babe, swanky.
I don't know where we are traveling. I don't know where we are traveling. The road's a journey that's unraveling this day. I don't know where this road will lead us. The wind through our hair will free us. A trip to nowhere might save us from the noise.